What was the difference between manorialism and feudalism? Hot off the press for history enthusiasts, the question on many minds today is, what was the difference between manorialism and feudalism? If you are curious about how medieval society functioned, you are in the right place. Let's break down these two systems that shaped life in Europe during the Middle Ages. Feudalism was primarily a political and military structure. It created a hierarchy where kings or emperors granted land to nobles, known as lords or vassals. In return, these nobles pledged loyalty and military service to the king. This system established a chain of obligations that connected different levels of society. Nobles could further distribute smaller plots of land to knights or lesser nobles, who also agreed to fight for them. On the other hand, manorialism focused on the economic aspects of medieval life. It described how land was managed at the local level. Each manor was a large estate owned by a lord. The land was worked by peasants or serfs who lived on it. These peasants farmed the land and, in return, gave a portion of their crops or labor to the lord. The lord provided protection and sometimes justice to the peasants in exchange for their work. In essence, feudalism was about the relationships of loyalty and military service among different social classes. Manorialism, however, dealt with the practicalities of land use and the daily lives of people working the land. These systems were interconnected but served different purposes. Feudalism was the backbone of political power, while manorialism ensured that agriculture thrived and communities were sustained. Together, they kept medieval Europe functioning, but they each focused on distinct aspects of life, one on governance and warfare, the other on farming and survival. Understanding these differences helps clarify how medieval society operated and how these systems influenced each other.